Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today, we are on the SMX Finals Round 2. Now, I believe this is still by Stone Rider, Helm Machine, and JV. If I'm not mistaken, somebody correct me down in the comments. But I didn't do a video on the first one because it just didn't feel like an ARL track, and which I know it's not their fault. The track itself, like, the layout wasn't the greatest, all of that. But, you know, with the ARL tracks and stuff, I'm used to it having a lot of ruts and just being rough, and, you know, you having to have a lot of throttle control and just different aspects that just the first round just didn't check for me, right? This one, however, is very good. They all did an amazing job on this track. And I'm not saying they did a bad job on the first track. I think that was more just related to how whoever decided to make it in real life. You know what I mean? But as far as this track is awesome. It is back to what we expect from ARL. It's rough. It's got the line choices. It's got the different ruts everywhere. And for some reason, two people left a 1-star review on this, and I don't understand that, because this track is absolutely phenomenal. Not only the track itself, but, you know, the visuals. Like, you're not going to get these quality of visuals with anybody else. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, their tracks can be fire, but the amount of detail and visuals going into the track itself and the surrounding areas, like the stadium and stuff like that, you're not going to get from anybody else. It doesn't matter. You're not going to convince me otherwise. This track is absolutely amazing. This section right here is very hard, though. So you can triple, and then double out over this. But it's more consistent to double and then triple. That part is the most challenging part of the track for me. Outside of that, though, I really like the way the track flows. I love the way it rides, and it's fun to race on. It really is just a blast to race on. That wall jump can be a pain in my butt, too. Quite a few times I'm actually landing on, like, the rear wheel. I don't know. I got to learn how to hit wall jumps better, evidently. That's a skill issue for sure. But yeah, man, definitely in love with the track. And, you know, after waiting as long as we did for the SMX finals to come out, it's awesome that they are this good. So I think that IRL, they need to change the format for the SMX rounds. You know what I mean? Because they're more Supercrossy than they are Motocrossy, and I feel like they need to find if they're going to keep doing the playoffs in real life and doing all that, they need to find a way to balance it out better. Like, half the track should be straight motocross with the differences in elevations and stuff, and then the other half Supercross. Now, from, you know, it's easy to say that, but when you look at it, it's like, okay, building a track in a stadium like Supercross is going to be the easiest bet, you know. But for me, I just feel like they need to change it IRL and how they do it, you know. Like, they don't all have to be in stadiums, even though I know it is the SMX playoffs and all that. It's just like, I don't know. I guess a lot of work would go into trying to find a venue that would absolutely just add, like, a whole half a Supercross track onto their track for, like, the playoffs or something, you know. Like, what if they went to, like, Washougal, right? And then the people that own the Washougal track or whoever made the extra round, you know, added, like, a part of a Supercross track on a backside of it or something. I know that'd probably be kind of outlandish and not possible, but you never know. And I think that would make the SMX rounds better, because then it's actual cross between motocross, Supercross. Because right now it just feels like the way they've been doing them for the last 2 years or however long is just all flat, and it's like a watered down Supercross track, if that makes any sense. So if they can get that dialed in IRL, I think it would make the SMX rounds more interesting. But overall, I do like the track in game and the way that this rides in game. I did notice that the scaling of this was definitely a lot smaller than I feel like the ARL tracks were, and I don't know if that was because they were trying to compensate for, you know, the new beta OEMs or whatever that is, but It rides really good. It's definitely a fun time. My fastest lap that I've been able to run is actually the lap that we just ran, 125.033. I did not go and look at what qualifying times were, or I guess I don't even know if they had qualifying for this. I think it was just people that I think it was just based on points like IRL for ARL though. I'm not sure. Let me know down below. Did they do qualifying for this? If so, I'm curious as to what the fastest lap time was, or what it is. I know I'm not anywhere close. People were probably running like a 115 or something, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, because I felt like 125, I hit every line that I was supposed to hit. Now, there has been a couple times where I've been like a couple seconds up and then crashed. But that boils down to like, you got to be consistent everywhere you're riding, and being consistent is actually quite difficult on these tracks. But I'm actually glad that they made this track more difficult. That is one of the letdowns I had with the first round, and not to mention, by the time I was able to make a video, it was like 4 days after it released or something like that. And by that time, everybody's already seen it, played it, made their own judgments on it. So they didn't need me to come in and do it, but yeah, overall they all did an amazing job, man. Speaking of the three that made this, Hell Machine, Stone Rider, and JV, our next track is actually a collaboration with Hell Machine, so that is gonna be awesome. Make sure you guys keep an eye out for that, man. It's called Serpent's Pass, and we have, I'm adding the objects and stuff to it right now. I got to touch up the mask a little bit, and it should be out hopefully in the next week and a half, I want to say, unless I don't get much done today, because this coming up week I work 6 days out of the 7. I only have Wednesday off, so if I have a lack of content this week, that is why. I will be at work all week, and sometimes it's hard to come home and record a video. So I just hope that we don't have too many tracks come out over the course of the next week, because I don't want to miss them. You know what I mean? So, but we are going to also be hopefully doing a video with Dilly MX. He's another YouTuber. He does IRL riding, and he's kind of transitioning over to MX bikes. We're just trying to find time between the two of us to be able to make a video together and see what happens with that. So, but overall, man, this track is awesome. It is on the shop. It is $2 like every other ARL track, but I suggest it, man. I think it's a very fun track, and it's one of them tracks that definitely, make you better at the game. So if you're looking for a little bit of a challenge or anything like that, make sure you hop up on the shop and go grab this. And I hope to see y'all out there, man. I definitely am going to race this some more, because I really enjoy this layout and just how they built this track. So big ups to all you guys, man. You guys did a great job, and just keep up the good work, man. I can't wait till next week. Other than that, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys join that Discord so you don't miss any giveaways that we're going to do, or any other announcements or anything. Just chit chat with us, whatever. Oh, and by the way, John Randall FXR 1995, I see you. Let's see if you make it this far and talk crap in this video. Anybody that sees him in the comments, get on his neck bone. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.